Hello, I'm Richard from Made by the Forge, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put up a bay window curtain pole. This is a two-part video, and the first part shows you how to measure up for a bay window curtain pole, and you can see that in the description below. So let's have a look and see what you need to put up the curtain pole. If you ordered a pole from us, this is what you would receive. First of all, you've got two finials which go on the end of the pole. We've got some parting brackets, and I'll show you how these work when we get them up on the wall. They're clever brackets. A centre bracket. We've got two standard brackets. We've got some screws and an Allen key, plus some rings. And again, I'll show you how the special rings work when we get it up on the wall. A joining pin, a set of instructions, and then over here. Okay, so when you get a pole from us, it will be stamped with an L and an R. And the L and the R go at the finial end of the curtain pole to make it much easier for you to know which side the pole is. Okay, let's have a look at what tools we need. You may need one or two of these, you may not, depending on what you're installing onto. We've got a hammer and a drill with some masonry drill bits and wood drill bits, depending on what you're drilling into. A screwdriver, a tape measure, a pen to mark the holes for the positions of the holes, and some rule plugs. Again, you may need these, you may not, depending on whether you're going into like a concrete or brick wall, or whether you're going into timber, you won't need them. Let's get up and have a look at putting the pole up. There's more than one way of putting a pole up. The most important part is to remember to get all the brackets level so that the pole can sit on top of the brackets in a horizontal position. And you may need to use a spirit level and do some measuring for this. But with this particular window, what we've got is we've got a frame, and the customer wants the brackets mounted on the frame. So our horizontal level is set. So we're going to start with the middle bracket, and then the parting brackets, and then we'll put our pole on the top of that, and we'll finish with the outside brackets. And that takes the guesswork out of setting where those brackets are, because the frame is going to give us that horizontal level to mount the pole to. Let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start with a centre bracket, and I'm going to find the middle of the B to C section, and that's exactly where the centre bracket's going to go. So I can refer back to my measurements, which I took, or I can just measure the B to C and find the middle. So I'll just mark that now, and then I'll put the bracket up. .5. Right there. Okay, so the centre bracket is up. The next brackets, like I said, are going to be the parting brackets. Right. Okay, so we've got all the brackets on the wall now, and we're ready to put the pole together. We're going to add the rings and the finials, and we're going to lift it all into place. So as we said earlier on, these are stamped L and R. Make sure you put the finials in the ends with L and R to insert the finial. It's the same as the centre join. You loosen off the grub screw, you insert the finial, and then you retighten. And that keeps the finial in place. Same with the other side. Loosen the grub screw, insert the finial, retighten. And now we'll put the rings on. I've split the curtain rings into two even piles. So I've got half the amount of rings for one side and the other side of both types. The parting rings need to go closest to the centre, and you need to make sure the gap is facing the wall when you put the ring on. So let's get them on, and you'll see how it all works when we get the pole up. So starting with the normal rings, they're going on first, so they're closest to the finial, followed by my parting rings with a gap closest to the wall. And then just repeat it the other side. So all the normal rings on first. We can follow up with the passing rings, remembering to have the gap facing the wall. So the final stage is joining the pole together, doing up the grub screw tight. This will be the last time that we do this up, and we're going to lift the pole into place, and it should all be good to hang the curtains on. So at this point in time, it's really good to have an assistant to lift the pole into place. Nick is here to help me lift the pole into its resting place. Right, so we'll turn that round, and you can go up that side, and I'll go up this side. We'll walk up the steps. Okay, in the middle, go to the middle first. That's it. So I thought I'll just show you very quickly how the passing rings work on the passing brackets. With the missing piece of the ring, it allows the ring to slide over the top of the bracket, but the ring still works over the bracket.